Ba ba. I am doing a mic check. Why can you not? Why are you not detecting the mixer though? That's not good. What? Okay, let me. All right, that should be my good mic now? Question mark. I got a new setup, y'all, which I think will be better for opening product and stuff. So let me pull up my chats real quick, as I always do. I'm still recovering from a bit of a cough. Your channel. Let's go here. All right, it looks like I'm live. What's up, JDZ Quest? The only person in Twitch chat. Let's go, banger. I just split top 8 of a 1K, which means I got one of the Ks, which means I got one of the boxes. So I'm going to open that box up just in a quick little stream. Blep, 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 content. My box from the TCG event today. Twitch and YouTube. Beautiful. All right, let me pop this chat out. How crazy does my typing look, though? It looks terrible. Looks terrible? I don't know. Okay, let me pop this out. Let's get it bust on a deck profile real quick for the real ones. Oh, sure. I can do that. I can do a deck profile. I need to go get the deck, though, so hold on. It's downstairs. I can do the deck profile and then open the box. All right, pop out chat. There we go. We can get rid of that. Twitch chat here, YouTube chat here. All right, 1 second. I'll go get the deck. Okay, I'm back. Deck acquired. This thing never shows live, which is crazy. All right, deck acquired. check out the deck box. Check out the ink. Shout out Allies on the other side. Shout out the Lore Keepers in. Ink. The Loungers. SLTC. We got it all. If you know, you know. And Enchanted Kim. Alright. We are on Ruby Amethyst. So let me get the deck together here so everyone can look at it. I'm just now realizing that the Hades I borrowed from my teammate Daryl. Shout out Daryl, also got top 8. Genie, Elsa. Any Elsas on here? Hades, Iago, Lumiere, Horseman, Tink. All right, there's the deck. 1 drops, 2 drops. Oh, Iago goes here. 3 drops. 4 drops. 5 drops. Oh, I forgot the 4 drop there. I dropped a card. Okay, here's the deck profile, I guess. Quick and dirty, because JDZ asked me for it. For Tinkerbells, she's a 3/1, just insanely good into Amethyst Steel. She can trade with Calhouns and their Black Herons and things like that, and just generally is a nuisance, especially against aggressive decks. In combination with Lumiere, just makes her that much better. 4 Palace cards, you're like 1 drop of choice against control decks. Gonna get a bunch of quests off and gain you a bunch of lore. Hard to remove for them. Diablo, I mean, it's just Diablo. Cycle a card. Really good with Lumiere as well. Speaking of Diablo, you thought Mr. Smee was good. How about a character that is a 3/3, the quest for 2, that doesn't take any damage at the end of the turn? Absolutely insane card. Gets you over the finish line against control decks, and then you can just race aggro decks with it if you like double Diablo on 4 or something. Lumiere, just an all-star. Makes everything really, really difficult in a meta where mid-range is king. Like, you just play this against Amethyst Steel, and they, like, sit there and cry because they lose every trade. Speaking of sitting there and crying because they lose every trade, Cheshire Cat. This guy is a strength of a Raging Fire, and he hurled his Thunderbolt Magnet, but just really, really good card. Makes things very difficult for other mid-range decks. They just can't turn sideways. Sisu is a 2 quester with 4 willpower. Again, against the Sapphire decks, you go Palace Guard, Diablo, Sisu, Genie. On the play, you like can't lose. Speaking of which, 4 Genie, obviously one of the best cards in the game. 4 Dumbo, a lot of instances where Dumbo was really good for me. Especially when like things like John Silver come down, he kind of gets around that. Just generally a really good card that can generate crazy card advantage while people struggle with all the evasives in your deck. Speaking of which, Iago makes a return. All your cards get killed by Zeus anyway, or Strength of Raging Fire, so there's not much that really punishes Iago right now, at least I don't think. 2 Hercules. Hercules is actually super cool in combination with Elsa. You can Hercules on 4, for example, and then like your opponent, let's say your opponent plays a Tinkerbell. You pop Elsa down. Hercules takes out Tinkerbell for free because he takes no damage, and then Elsa can take out something else. So really good with Lumiere as well, as is Elsa. Just insane. But Hercules is a 2 of. We gotta watch our uninked count. He also quests for 2, which is, I think, important to keep track of as well. Hades looking for a deal. Yeah, he draws 2 cards basically every time, and if he doesn't draw 2 cards, he gets rid of their best card. This card is really, really good, especially drawing him late game against like Sapphire Steel. They have to let you draw cards. Headless Horseman, maybe the best card in the deck today. When you play this character, banish chosen opposing character with 2 strength or less. So bullies Amethyst Steel, hits the genie. Yeah, thank you for letting me borrow the Hades. I forgot to give it back, Daryl, but shout out to you. You're a legend. So I'll get it back to you next time I see you. Sorry. All right, Headless Horseman banishes something 2 strength or less. And then its second ability during your turn, whenever an opposing character is banished, each one of your characters gets +1 strength this turn. So this card is crazy. If you like drop it, banish something, they have a few things exerted, you just take advantage of all the strength that you keep getting over and over. Also, he quests for 2. This card is really, really good. Super underrated in my opinion, and also goes nuts with Demona, which a lot of times you play this, you both have wide boards, you drop a Demona and you just win. You just win instantly. It's just over. It's so over. And Demona will draw you cards as well a lot of the time, especially on the play. If you like go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, Demona's gonna draw you cards and not draw them cards. Library is in the list. It's kind of mid today. It did like just come down sometimes and force people to challenge. So it like most of the time it's just a distraction. I like never drew any cards off of it. I really didn't find any opportunities to do that too often, but I think it is solid in the list. Early on it's just free ink, and then late in the game it can get you over the finish line because it just has 8 willpower. So that's the list. Ruby Amethyst is pretty good. I think Ruby Amethyst is pretty strong right now. My matchups were a Ruby Amethyst mirror, and they were playing actions like Hypnotic Strength and what is it called? Magical Maneuvers. So with those cards in their list, I don't think mine can like beat them ever, just because they can like Hypnotic my Iagos, they can Magical Maneuvers. So I think they dropped Sisu's for that, so they're probably way worse in a green, blue, and Sapphire Steel on the whole. But I couldn't beat them, that's for sure. So they beat me 2-0 on the play. They were on the play. Round 2 was Emerald Sapphire. I lost the dice roll. So this is the worst matchup, is Emerald Sapphire, as I'm gonna go ahead and get the deck, get the box going. Emerald Sapphire is the worst matchup, but they bricked in game 1, so I won that on the draw. You have to on the draw they have to brick or you will lose. And then so they were on the play again for game 2. They didn't brick. They waxed me. It wasn't close. And then in game 3, I was just too fast. I was just too fast for them. I went 1 drop, 2 drop. You know, I just put a bunch of 2 questers down every single turn and won the game. Round 3 was Amethyst Steel. It is a close... It's a close matchup, but I think we win off the back of... on the back of Headless Horseman. Headless Horseman was crazy. So I won that 2-1. I believe on the draw as well. Then the next round after that, what did I play against? Oh, I played against Amber Steel. A really, really cool list. I should probably organize this in ink colors. Steel, Sapphire, Steel, Emerald, Steel, Emerald, Amber, Amethyst, Ruby, Sapphire, and then we'll put foils down here. A really cool Amber Steel list. I was able to beat 2-1. And then in the final round, round 5, I played against Sapphire Steel. And Sapphire Steel honestly feels fine. My teammate Witty will disagree, but there were 2 Ruby Amethysts in the top 8, and he wasn't in the top 8. So, Spooky Sights. Who's the real deck now? But there was one, the top 8 was, we're going to get the scissors out. We're going scissor gang on this one. Does Ruby Amethyst have anything inkable that interrupts Clarabelle's shift line? Nope. I mean, if they don't have your welcome, like Hercules on the board, kind of just an upside down Pluto. Nice. Green, yeah, green blue, it's you're gonna lose on the draw unless they brick. That's it. You just are. I don't think there's any getting around that. Every other matchup feels either good or like a 50-50. So if you're fine, Demona, I just bought Demonas, man. I just bought. So I guess if anyone needs a Demona, hit me up. I just bought 2 to play today in my deck. So this card went from like, okay, it's insane, right? When it was revealed, and then everyone like cooled on it like crazily, and now I'm like way back in the this card is insane bucket. This card is crazy. Cauldronborn. Yeah, the top 8 was stacked. A bunch of great players. So number 1 seed was Kurt Spice. I was the 2nd seed. I don't remember who was 3rd seed. The Ruby Amethyst player. I don't remember who was 4th seed. All right, so it was 1 Sapphire Steel, 1 Blurple, 1 Sapphire Steel, 1 Blurple, 2 Ruby Amethyst, 1 Dogs, 2 Amethyst Steel, and is that everything? Was that 8? I think that was 8. That was the top 8. Down on Cindy now, back up on Demona and up on Herc. You should play Ruby Amethyst on stream, JDZ. I think you would have a great time. The deck's a lot of fun. Nobody's playing it right now, so it's like kind of unique. There are a lot of complicated things that you have to do in the deck, but there are 0 actions in the deck. 0 actions in the deck. I repeat, 0 actions. I did not come up with the deck, just as an FYI. You can find... My list is different from the list that was posted publicly on Twitter. One of the top Voldemort players was playing it. Oh, I forgot. The Amber Steel deck that I played made top 8. One of the top players on Voldemort built the shell, and I changed... I think we're 6 cards different or something like that. So I changed the list a little bit, but Ruby Am Gargoyles. Heck yeah. As long as Headless Horseman is in your Ruby deck, I think you're off to a good start. I did see 2 enchanteds opened up from the boxes that were opened for this, so I'm not anticipating an enchanted here. But would love to open this final Hades I need. Launchpad, Clawhauser, Scrooge. One hit so far. Get all this trash at a... I got a Hades for trade, looking for a Webby straight up trade. I'll do that. But we don't live near each other. He wheeled his Thunderbolt. Sudden Scare. Potion of Malice. Minnie Mouse. JDZ, do you want to trade that Hades iconic for an Ariel iconic? Just a straight trade up. Just a straight uptick in value. Upside down Potion of Malice. I would trade with you, JD, but I'll be honest with you. The odds of me getting to mailing this thing are like super low. That's why I'm saying it. Like, I know you'll mail it. The problem is me mailing mine. I don't even know when I could get to the post office, like, for real, for real. Ugh, Rapunzel. I already have 4, so that's why I'm ugging. Nana. Whoa, Timo Hana, shout out, legends. Thank you for the raid. Really appreciate that. I'm just opening up a box after I split top 8 of a 1K or a double case tournament. Wait, Nana should be here with the foils. Sorry, her name's Nana. I know. I just call her Nana. What's my name? Oh, Nana. There's a Mulan. Nice. Upside down. Epic. I don't even know what this card does. During your turn, if you put a card under one of your character's locations this turn, this character takes no damage from challenges. This card should quest for 2. Very cool. I did not have that one. Thank you. Really appreciate that. Hopefully I do get some awesome hits. Big on. Elanwi. Flotsam. This is kind of just impromptu after the tournament. Lexington, Ink Runner, Get the Safety, Castle of the Horn King, and Rama. Hello, Ducky McQuacks. Not much is going on here. Just spent a day playing Disney Lorcana. Love to see it. Hold on, my godson is FaceTiming me. Let me tell him I'll call him right back.
Yeah, you said you would trade with me, but you're not.
I will right after this. In like, give me like 15 minutes.
What are you doing?
I'm opening packs. If you go on my YouTube channel, you can watch me.
Okay.
Okay.
Can you send me the video?
Yeah, I'll send you a link.
Okay.
All right.
Can I watch it?
Yeah, I'm gonna send you a link so you can watch.
Okay.
All right. All right. Bye. My godson wants me to trade with him on Pokemon Pocket. And I told him I would call him back, which I will after this. But he wants the link. So I'm going to send him my link. So bear with me. Bear with me. Your Cindy's in this box. Well, my second Cindy's in this box, so trust. Simba, Horn King. No, basically I just I'm a farm for Pokemon Pocket cards for him. I just open 2 packs a day. Anything good I get, I just give to him. I just trade them to him. So he wants to farm me for some more stuff. All right, 2 legendaries in this box. Not looking great. Not looking excellent right now. One of them really good. The other not playable right now. At least not in anything I've seen. There's another Horseman. The Bitterwood. Another Upside Down. Man, I'm trying to get him active in Lorcana. He's so funny, man. He's in 1st grade, and like for his birthday, I gave him a card. I said, read it. He looks at me like Jim from The Office looks at the camera, and he goes, I can't read. And he's just, there we go. All right, nice. I needed a 4th one. The 4th Horseman is here. So very cool. He can read. He just lies. He's just a liar. He lies about everything. So he's like, I can't read, to get out of reading his birthday card. But I'm trying to get him into Lorcana. He's a Pokemon kid, and so is his brother. The Horned King, the Sword of Hercules, might solve a mystery. Did you get any Oaks when it was available? I don't think so. I'm not sure what that is. Not sure what that is. I'm assuming it's like a I did play Pocket for a while, but then I got like super bored of it and gave it a. Oh wow, we did get an enchanted. Nice, an upside down enchanted. We got a Baloo. Probably the worst enchanted you could get, if I had to guess. JDZ hates this enchanted, but it is an enchanted nonetheless. So we'll take it. We'll take it. I'll add it to the collection. You love to see it. You love to see it. It's a very I don't know. It's I have no clue what this card does. Obviously, nobody's playing the card. But the foil pattern, I don't know what they call it for like Fabled and in this set, but very nice. Very cool. Baloo, shift 3. When you play this character, choose one. Each player draws a card or each player discards a card. Zero enchantments from a case? That stinks. Is this worth more than your Nick Wild? Are they relative in value, JD? You looking for a deal? Because I'll do that trade. There's another Baloo. Flash. All right, last pack. Last pack magic. Enchanted. I've been very lucky with the enchanteds from this set. I don't know. I've heard some horror stories, but it seems to me that like the rates are up, up, up. I don't know. The Twins, Nibs, Broadway, Jasmine, Fairy Mother. All right, so this is a super rare. So we could have a legendary on the back of this, or it could be another super rare. Let's see. It's another super rare. Wah, wah. Potion of Malice. And last card. Quackfaster. Did I get anything good? Yes, Scott. It is a good box. We got a Horseman, a Demona, and a Rapunzel for our legendaries. We got an enchanted Baloo. And we got an epic Mulan. So those were the hits. Nothing but the hits. Nothing but the hits. Nothing but the hits. Yeah, pull rates are super hit or miss. But nice. Very cool. I mean, I'll take an enchanted all day. I'm not going to complain about that. What's this guy going for? There's no way he's going more than 50 bucks. Blue. Carefree Bear Enchanted. Exactly 50. You'll take Demona? I'll sell it to you. I have my 4th, so. 3 epics, 1 enchanted, 3 legendary. Yeah, your box was better than mine, Daryl. I think I'd much rather have Last Op Olympus than Baloo. I love Last Op Olympus. I was telling JDZ on when we were doing the tier list that I think it is a beautiful, beautiful enchanted. I was like talking about S plus tier looking enchanted, but he disagreed. I think it's gorgeous. So Daryl opened next up Olympus. Richie opened a Headless Horseman enchanted, and I got a Baloo enchanted. So out of the 3 box I saw get opened, there were 3 enchanteds. So Daryl, if you're looking to trade, I got a Baloo right here. Baloo is worth less than Cinderella. Is that right? Is that what you're telling me? Just a base Cinderella? He is. That's crazy. Demona's $20. Spooky is really the only other enchanted I want right now is Spooky Sight, because it has Donald Duck in it, and I collect high max rarity Donald Ducks. There's still a Donald Duck that I'm missing from my collection. There was like some European event that had a Donald that is literally the same. It just has a little stamp at the bottom. Cauldron is the cheapest. It's probably right. Let's look at Whispers in the Well. Get rid of this. Set Whispers in the Well. Rarity. Let's look at Enchanteds. Let's go price high to low. Alright, so obviously Cindy is the most. Then Goliath. Then Demona. Then Spooky Sight. Webby. Can't hold it back anymore. Or Malicious, Mean, and Scary. Then can't hold it back anymore. Then the last bastion of the $100 club is the Headless Horseman. And then we're getting into 80 for Judy Hopps, 70 for Simba, 65 for Next Stop Olympus, 55 for the Horn King, 50 for Nick Wilde, 50 for Baloo, 55 for Tremaine, 40, only 40 for Goofy? I'd love to have a Goofy. Only $40 I might have to cop. Black Cauldron is 50 and Sword of Hercules is 38. So there you have it. A lot of high value ones in here. We happen to hit one on the lower end, but we can't complain. I opened a dang Cinderella. I also opened a Horned King. It sucks he's so cheap. He's such a cool looking card. But that's it for me, everybody. Thanks for stopping by. Shout out to Tournament City Games for hosting a random 1K. I'm very grateful to have a great Lorcana community and support near me. Yeah, Goofy's probably the least playable, but he's Goofy. I want that enchanted bad, so I'll see if I can flip this Baloo enchanted into something else. Into a Goofy would be so sick. Actually, Tian opened one today. Let me message him in the buy sell trade right now. I messaged him. We'll see if he wants to do the trade. Yeah, and shout out to Daryl for asking for the tournament. He asked for the tournament. We posted it in our DMV server. We got a crazy amount of insane players that showed up. It was a super stacked tournament. Love to get some really good play testing in. Like everybody in there was a killer. And yeah, shout out to the DMV. Thanks everybody for stopping into my random Sunday night stream here, but that's it for me. Yeah, I don't have anything else to say. All right, bye. Thank you. Peace, 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 peace. Love you. Thanks, Ohana, for the raid. Team Ohana, shout out. You're legends. All right, that's it. Bye. Oh, wait, I should raid back, or JDZ will yell at me. I was just gonna hit the end stream button. Let me pay it forward, of course. I'm so bad at Twitch, so hold on. I gotta raid. I gotta raid somebody. Where's the raid button? Where's the raid button? I don't know how to raid. Is it under Stream Manager? Yes, it is. Raid channel. Same category. It's literally one person in the category right now. But we're gonna pay it forward. It looks like Tormenta de Tinta. Torneo Lorcana. Some kind of tournament in Europe. Looks like we got Emerald Sapphire versus Amethyst Steel. All right, so I'm gonna raid them. All right, bye everyone. Love you. Be safe. Take it easy. See you in the next one.